a link, Strong Arms. I don't know if you saw it. Apparently, the X-Men supposedly have been cast. So we'll get to that. That all right? Strong Arms?
Kyle. Yo.
Okie doke.
All right.
I'm here.
All right. Wait, did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got everything. You got what the topics were?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So welcome, YouTube audience. Is it recording?
Yeah, we're recording. We're
Okay.
live.
Welcome, YouTube audience. This is going to be an interesting journey on the new device.
Yeah.
It looks like it's working, so I'm happy.
Hopefully it works. I don't know if it will.
I mean, it looks like it's working. Kyle, can you speak?
Yo.
It got him.
Yeah, I got
All
it.
right.
Yeah, it's getting them, so we're good. All right. So, next time you see us, you'll see more mics.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully. So let's get started with the dog shit that is 28 years later. Scores first. We're getting them out of the way. Mine is a solid log of 3 shits.
Solid 4 of craps.
All right, and your log, sir?
5 pieces of dead fish.
Damn, that's dirt. That's nasty.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
All right. Well, we had somewhat. It's a zombie movie, so we were kind of hopeful a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna speak positives. Okay, the positives are the zombies were actually kind of cool. They were threatening. They were very deadly. They had a thing called an alpha, which is the head zombie, kind of a menace. And then you had, I guess, zombies that have been around for a long time, which were like skin and bones, and then fat, putrid. What's up?
I was looking to see the chat. So
Okay, all right.
All right. All right, you want to see the chat? All right, here. You want to see the chat?
Dude, just give him my phone. Here,
Thanks.
hold on.
Yeah, it's.
There, I'm already on YouTube. Just find your thing and
Yeah, sure.
there you go. But you're not a moderator, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I can still talk.
Yeah, you can still talk. You just can't kick anyone out. All right.
I know.
So the positives. The zombies were cool.
Yep. The structure?
Structure. Well, I mean the fact that it took place on England, the island, and or like a Scotland island was
Mhm.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I thought. See. Okay, the big bad. I'm gonna get out of the way. There is no story. There's absolutely no story. You think there is a story, and then by the time you get to the end of the movie, it slaps you in the face that there was no story. There is no good plot.
All for nothing.
Yeah. So
Well, tell them tell them about our quote unquote hero of the story.
okay. So the hero is basically a small child named Spike. His dad, he's 12 years old. Normally, on this community, you have to be 14 to go on what they call the hunt. But his dad thinks he's ready to go. He's been trained to go by shooting arrows and stuff like that because they use arrows in this world instead of firearms because I don't think they have any more bullets to use.
Yeah.
So, and they have what appears to be a bridge to the mainland that is only feasible through low tide.
Yeah.
During high tide, it gets covered with water, which is protection.
Yeah, and if you will try to swim over it, you'll just be able to carry off
By the current.
with the current. Yeah, that's why it's more effective to wait until the tide goes.
That's
down.
why it makes it effective holding,
Yeah,
base. So we know the mom is sick at the beginning of the movie. We get a good idea of her illness by she's, very, what's the word?
confused, a
Yeah, a
little.
little out of it, kind of tired. Seems to have good days, seems to have bad days.
She calls she thinks her kid is her
Father,
yeah, her
because of
dad.
his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has her father's eyes.
Apparently, according to her.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's probably true.
Yeah.
But so they go on the hunt. He gets his first kill. They're hunting infected, which are the zombies. I guess in this world, it's for sport, so they're hunting the infected. He gets a pretty good size, fat boy.
Yeah.
He kills that infected.
Slowpokes.
His father helps him with the others. They find another person that seems to have been punished and turned into an infected.
Yeah.
So they put him out of his misery. Although the kid is tensing up. The dad puts a lot of pressure on this 12-year-old. It's his first time out in the zombie world.
Yeah.
And they even said that you're supposed to go like when you're 14 or
Yeah, we know.
15.
We talked about that. That's why you're supposed to go when you're 14, I guess, because you're a little bit more older than a 12-year-old. They go on more of a walk, and they come across what appears to be an alpha and I guess his pack
Mm-hmm.
of
Oh yeah.
zombies.
Apparently, a virus is not like your average like a Night of the Living Dead kind of thing. Oh no, it's not. It's like like it turns you
It turns you into
Primitive?
It turns you into a very primitive thing.
like it turns you like wild and
Feral.
Feral.
Yeah.
Very feral.
And,
like you're on rabies.
hungry for human flesh.
Damn straight.
That's why it's called the rage virus.
Yeah, and apparently well,
It
spoiler.
makes you listen to metal music.
Oh god, I hate this song. What the?
Yeah, if you actually notice
Oh.
though, they actually have the rage virus in them. That's why they're trying when they told him to calm when she was freaking out to tell her to calm down because exorbitant amount of anger can cause the virus to activate.
Okay, interesting.
Well, anyway, a plot point in the movie that you probably won't ever forget is that apparently they can reproduce.
Yes,
Well,
an interesting first for zombies.
All right. Well, we were getting there. We were working our way through it. But one of the. So the boy goes back to his village with his dad. They get chased by the alpha into the water. The entire time it's kind of tense, you know. They get to the encampment. The people kill the alpha with flaming arrows to the chest, and then they get let back in. I thought it took a little bit too long because the woman was buying her fucking time.
Yeah, I'm like, it's pretty obvious that
They're not infected. Let them the fuck in.
I'm pretty sure they would speak if they were infected. I mean,
Yeah, pretty much. So then they have a party because it's his first hunt. So they're having like a shindigger where they're getting all drunk and
that is all for my dog.
all lucid. The dad cheats on the mom by fucking another woman while he's drunk. We find that out.
And he told everyone that all his accomplishments were actually his
Sons.
kids, which in reality
I mean, that's a good dad.
it
He is a good
but-
dad. He was trying to be a good dad.
Yeah.
But still, you're lying to everyone, making them think he's like a tough guy, where in reality he's kind of a he's a kid. I mean,
I mean, to be fair though, like, is it really lying if?
what?
No, I was gonna say. To be fair, the kid did kill 2 zombies on his first go around.
Well, yeah, but one was tied up.
The dad,
True.
Dad, he killed a lot more than that.
Well, yeah, but I think the father is like, I know it's scary. I feel like if he gets a little bit of confidence, like, you know, he gets a little confident, like he won't be as petrified,
No, he won't.
which is not a bad idea. I don't think the dad. I think a lot of reviews are gonna paint the dad in a negative light, and yes, there is one thing that he doesn't do, which I find insulting. We'll get to it in a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll get to it in a second. But,
All right, I'll hold
yes.
on to my.
Yeah, but for right now, in this moment, he's actually trying to be a good father.
I agree. Yes.
Strong Arms, do you have any questions for this first part?
Wait. So if these new zombies can reproduce,
It's full on rape, is what we're going on. It's like complete savage rape.
Because
like,
no one can really
male
consent to this
zombies.
scenario.
Yeah, the male zombies are literally like holding the females down and probably fucking the shit out of them.
like female, like humans or female
Zombies, female
Okay.
zombies. Yes.
Okay.
Also,
Glad we cleared that up.
I like to point out, like, the zombie alpha was jacked, and, like, thanks to One-Eyed Josh, because I was trying really hard not to look down, he did have a dick swinging. Because
I mean,
was
me
big.
and One Eye, or not me One Eye.
You.
Me and Ginger
A third
couldn't.
person, huh?
Yeah, me and Ginger couldn't
Look away.
look away. It's just like it was
Showing
there and it was
zombie dicks
swinging
It was just, like, I mean, it was just out
Just swinging around.
in your face.
out there.
He had a schlong. That's all we
Yeah,
gotta say.
everybody to see.
Yeah, I guess.
Apparently, it's well hung. Apparently,
I guess. I don't, I mean, God knows how it fit in that poor zombie's.
Woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was disturbing. But no, so yeah, so apparently yes, they can reproduce like animals. So that's Ginger Beer is correct. They are more primitive and more animalistic, I would say. Also, might be somewhat intelligent because the baby was taken by the mother and the son because it wasn't infected, and the dad still went looking for it. Like,
The alpha.
yeah, the alpha still went looking for it. Like, you stole its child. Like, it was looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
That's why it was pissed.
Also, the dad says the alphas can use strategies and hunt.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So clearly it's not as primitive as the characters once thought it was.
Yeah.
I think it's like
Ugh.
I think it's like humans from the Planet of the Apes. Like in,
I can see that,
In the
except
future, you know, like-
except more like less fit.
and
and-
more crazy. Like
Yeah. And more
No,
pop.
it actually reminds me of what was like the latest Romero movie
Romero.
where they had like the one zombie who was like the alpha
Oh.
and he was like actually like almost like human like smart. Like,
Oh, the
he could use weapons and like basically act like a human to lure in others.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Josh and I are thinking about it, and he seems to have it.
I think
Romero?
it's the Day of the Living Dead, but I could be wrong.
Day of the Living Dead.
Let me. Can I use your phone? I'll check it out that way.
Well,
No, you don't.
Nah,
Romero. Who's Romero again?
George A. Romero. He's the
George A.
king of
Romero.
the modern zombie.
zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the modern godfather of zombies.
Well, one I'll search this.
Let's continue on. So the mother and the son plays a trick where he sets a building on fire to get his mom out of the encampment because he just learned that there's a doctor, what appears to be a mad doctor, but a doctor nonetheless,
Yeah.
out, and he wants to get his mom checked up for safety, to see if he can fix her.
a checkup, you know.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the dad and the other grown-ups seem to know what's going on. Or they have an idea of what this sickness is, and they're not telling the lad.
Yeah.
Which is why the lad goes on a runaway.
So there's two different ones that use a gun. There's Land of the Dead and Land of the Dead, and then there's Day of the Dead.
Okay.
And the one I think he's talking about is in Land of the Dead. I'm gonna ask
Stronger.
Strong Arms. Was the guy, the zombie in question, was he African American?
Now that you mention it, I think so.
Then it's Land of the Dead.
Alright, go back to you.
I know.
It's okay.
No, I know the scene from Day of the Dead where like the one zombie shoots the guy. He's and then salutes him at the end.
Yeah.
You know, choke on him.
All right. Well, and then so
All right, back to our topic.
Yeah, back to the story, or trying to go quick. So they go on a journey.
The boy and the mom.
Boy and the mom. It's a wonderful journey. It's a magnificent journey.
Yeah,
some
right.
might say it's a journey that shall never be untold again.
Well, you say that.
Yeah, no. So they end up in a church for the night, and then they go to a field where there's like a cross on the field.
An angel.
Like an angel,
Yeah.
and the mom goes into like some loopy story, and while she's doing that, there's a fucking zombie right behind them,
Yeah.
like right behind her, and the kid has to kill the zombie, which alerts the whole fucking pack that's behind them. So now they're running, and they get to a gas station, a petroleum gas station. There's gas still there, and then
the gas leak.
a soldier who's maroon on the mainland England, who's Swedish, comes to help them. Fun fact: he may be Swedish, but the guy's pushing American.
It feels that way.
Well, yeah, he has an American accent.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit American, a little bit sweet, a little bit German, I think. Like,
I mean, he had so many the guy couldn't pick. He couldn't pick an accent
Wait.
to stay in.
What's the actual actor?
I don't know.
His
He was-
descent?
Like
I don't
he
know.
was like blonde. Like he looked like Norwegian. He was Norwegian descent, but he was clearly like it's American. You can
Yeah.
clearly hear it. Like he didn't have a Norwegian accent.
yeah.
They do have an accent. It's quite clear they do have one.
Okay, his name is, he's Swedish in real life.
Okay, so well, I mean,
He's younger than us. What the hell?
well, yeah, he looked younger than us.
He's 22. What the fuck?
Yeah. So anyway, so he's maroon on the mainland with guns. The entire England is quarantined because that's where all the virus is.
Yeah.
We learned that fun fact. The Swedish lad helps the boy by carrying his mom. They then have a picnic where he asks, "Why does she call you her father, or her father? Yeah, her father. When you're clearly her son."
Incest and all that.
Yeah, he makes a joke about incest and all that, and then the mom is like going towards like a train because she hears a noise, and it's clearly a zombie that's making the noise, and this is where we find the pregnant lady, zombie.
Yep.
She's giving birth. The soldier, I understand why the soldier wants to do this.
No, I agree.
I get it. It's gonna be painted like he's a dick. He wants to kill the child.
Yeah, because
Like, you're on a zombie island. You just found out they can mate. Like, you don't. Like, he's not listening. He wants to kill it.
There's two reasons why I agree it's okay to kill it. These are the two reasons why. One, first of all, it came from a zombie, so we don't know. Even if
That's
it's
what
not
I said.
infected, yeah.
Yeah,
And the
that's what-
second thing is, every time that baby cries,
It's
you-
gonna let-
other things know that
Yeah.
that you are there.
Yeah. So it's a danger.
Yeah.
So the guy is backing up, and then the papa, big dick himself, appears and then rips the dude's head off.
Yeah, with spinal cord and all.
Yeah, with the spinal cord and all.
Yeah, he does that, but to a lot of his victim.
Yeah, and then he just jumps down. A chase presumes with the kid and the mom, and now a baby. They're kidnappers. Oh my god. Someone called the zombie police. Their child has been kidnapped.
He keeps shooting arrows at him.
Yeah, like he's just being a nuisance at
Yeah.
this point. Like he's gonna
Hey,
go
what's
to
this, guys?
20 years in jail in zombie prison.
What's this?
You're facing 20 years in prison.
Yeah.
No, so
In the dick.
oh god. All
We
right.
have to see here.
No, and then the doctor appears finally. And
But
he hits the zombie with morphine,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
knocks it out.
basically.
Basically.
Well, yeah, but still standing well somehow.
Well, I think it's. I don't know. I have no idea how morphine works, and I don't think they do. 'Cause-
Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard me, but I said, "Oh my God, it's Voldemort," because it's
Yeah.
Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah,
I heard you. I knew it was Ralph Fiennes. I did
Yeah.
not care.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Voldemort. I did
Oh,
not.
really?
Yeah, I did
Oh.
not care. He's in this shitty zombie movie.
Yeah,
which,
so-
like
Sure,
clearly
yeah.
his career is taking a nosedive.
Sure.
So
So, finally meet the doctor.
we meet the doctor. He takes the Swedish lad,
His head,
his head out of the Alpha's hands, and then he takes them to what is a pyramid of skulls to remember the dead.
yeah.
He burns off the skin, gives the skull to the boy. The boy picks a spot for the new friend, or the past
Skull.
guy.
Yeah, the past soldier.
Yeah, the past soldier in the skull pyramid. And then the mom gets checked out, and the doctor, who doesn't have any equipment but does kind of look at her, he looks at the lumps on her breasts and says, "You have cancer." And at that moment, when they said she has cancer, and then she says, "I kind of knew it was cancer," I wanted to get up and say, "What the fuck?"
He could have avoided this whole plot.
Seriously, what in the absolute fuck is this story?
Yeah.
The mom commits samurai death,
A seppuku, yeah.
seppuku,
Yeah.
by burning herself.
I thought she just like he shot her with the morphine thing.
I have no idea, dude. It was so confusing. Don't make it twisted. He
Oh, yeah.
probably did, and then burned her alive.
Possible, yeah.
And then the boy puts her skull at the top of the thing,
yeah.
and then Papa, woken up, comes down, and he's pissed.
Yeah.
And-
He's fucking pissed.
Yeah, because they still
They still have the baby.
have the baby, yeah.
I'm still. This is the problem I have with this scene. Okay, after he stabs it again with the morphine, he just lets it out, and they let him out. I don't know why they just start taking the arrow to like
Just kill the
damn thing. It's not gonna move.
Or burn it.
Hit it.
Or burn it.
Hit it in the head.
Or just burn it. Like, seriously. Just fucking burn. Maybe that's what he did.
Yeah,
Maybe the doctor did do that.
Yeah.
We don't know. We didn't see
Off
it.
screen, I guess.
Yeah, it's off screen. So the boy...
This already sounds confusing, convoluted.
Dude, Kyle,
It is.
dude, I can see strong arms. He's like what I was like in the movie theater.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Dude, I'm serious. When the mom says I have cancer, I wanted to yell out, "What the fuck?"
So, and she claims everyone else...
Everybody else knew she had cancer.
Yeah.
So what was the point of going to the fucking doctor?
Someone just should have told
Everybody
Spike,
knew
bro.
Except
The
the
boy.
family?
Yeah.
The boy. No, the dad knew. The boy didn't.
Someone should just told him the truth.
Someone just should have told the son.
Yeah.
Your mom has cancer. She's gonna die.
There's not much we can do.
I'm gonna fuck this lady.
Yeah. Goodbye.
So, I said it before, but this movie is rated R, right?
Well, yeah, with all the tips.
Oh,
and-
dude, we haven't even gotten to the part where I thought it was a comedy, and I thought it was a bad comedy
Well,
too.
Well, I told him this before. So, okay, so it's rated R. Why was why is the main character a kid?
A 12-year-old, by the way.
A 12-year-old kid in our rated movie, and who's somehow survives. This movie sounds like a kid's fantasy.
Well, I mean, they were in the what's it called? The
Apocalypse.
The apocalypse, and it
Pretty
does
much.
show that there was training involved at the.
Well, yeah,
so-
but yeah, he's clearly trained. Okay, I can get that.
Yeah.
He's still 12, and he still froze up.
No, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, no. So they put the baby in the basket. He takes the baby back to the bridge, over the bridge, and
A
through the
safe
woods
haven?
to Grandma's house we go.
It feels like it.
Yeah, that because the old lady's the one who greets her, not anybody else. He has a note to explain what happens. So immediately he admits this baby is from two zombies that made sweet tender love.
Love. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's-
They had bad company playing Ready for Love.
No shit.
No, it's like, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Because of rage and all
Oh
that.
yeah, dude. No. So he admits that the kid is a zombie infant baby. So I think it's dead.
He said he's not infected.
She's not infected.
Yeah.
Also, her name is after
Isla.
the mom.
So I
Yeah.
think, okay, there's a chance the baby's not dead, but it's a very
I also like to point out this is the first time and only time the dad runs out the fucking gate.
and
And trying to get to his son.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that throughout the rest of this movie. When he leaves with the mom, he doesn't go.
Yeah.
Horrible dad on that part. That was a horrible dad move.
True.
And I think the movie's over. I swear to God, I thought the movie was over. And
I
then
know.
and then this guy named Jeremy shows up in a leather
Jimmy.
jacket. Oh, sorry, whatever. His name's Jim. He starts with a J.
Yeah.
He shows up with a leather jacket, upside
Jimmy
down
Neutron.
cross. Yeah, upside down cross.
And
And he
a bunch of
basically
other
asked the
people.
kid, "Hey, can we kill these zombies for you?"
And he's like, "Can we ever ride it?" Sure.
Sure,
All
go
right.
for it.
Yeah, sure.
And they
And then-
they go ham, bro.
Yeah, no. Then they go and they murder all these zombies, and then he's like, "You want to join us?" And it's just like it feels like they're mocking Predator.
Yeah.
What?
You've ever seen Predator where the Arnold Schwarzenegger and the other guy shake hands?
Oh,
You
I
son of a bitch.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
I'm in.
It feels like they're mocking Predator in this moment.
never saw it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's
What?
probably the only good one.
It probably is. Yeah. Let's. Speaking of, I don't even want to talk about it, but apparently there's gonna be a new Predator movie.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
We
it.
don't actually know.
No.
No.
Okay.
Predator, Badlands, bull. I'm good.
Obviously, cash grab.
Obviously. That's it. I rate again. This movie is a 3 for me. It's a 5 for Ginger, and it's a 4 for Double Shot.
Well, one eye.
For
One Eye.
sorry, One Eye. Sorry, my
He's not hearing-
bad. My bad. My bad.
Uh,
For One Eye.
I
It's-
haven't even seen it, and I'll give it a 2.
There you go. Well, I think I explained it pretty well. I think I did. a pretty
Yeah,
good
you
job.
did. No. No, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something real quick. Yeah.
To be the plot of a zombie movie.
There is no plot. There's
This-
no story.
This legit movie had no plot, and as a zombie movie fan, it hurts me to say this. This movie was crap.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say this now. Zombieland makes fun of zombie movies,
But
and
it's
that
like-
fucking thing has a plot.
It-
Yeah, it's a very small plot.
It's a
but
plot.
It's a plot. This movie has no plot.
At least you knew what the hell was happening.
Yeah,
Right?
you were walking into Zombieland. This movie, I don't know what we were walking into, but it was not good.
No,
it
no,
was.
it was
Oh
bad.
my god.
You see, they should have. I said this before. The one mistake what they made. So it started with with 28 days later. Then it was 28 weeks later. Now,
28 years later.
well, you would assume the next one was months,
Wait.
which would be like 2.5 years? No, what 2?
2 and 4 months.
Yeah.
2 years and 4 months.
But this one, well, no, they skipped the months of the years because
Well, because they didn't have a plot. That's why.
And
this,
then
this entire
yeah.
movie has no. They had. I guarantee you. They had half of 28. I guarantee this is what it was. They had half of 28 months, and then they had half of 28 years, and they just combined it and said 28 years later. And they're like, wait, what about months? And they're like, they'll never know.
No, and then
I think I'd rather that than this one because
Dude, it's the same fucking story we would have gotten in 28 months.
gospel.
It's probably the same fucking story, and now we get it in 28 years. Who gives a shit? It was horrible.
It was crap.
I'm never buying it. I'm not gonna see this movie ever again. So
I'll buy it just to complete the collection that I have
I
with
was.
28 days and 28 weeks.
No.
I would buy it when it's on sale.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Just buy it for like
Yeah,
Black Friday
$1.
for $5. For $5, you just walk in.
I feel like this would be a $5 bid at Walmart.
It probably will be. It should be. It
$1.
shouldn't have been. Dude, we walked in there $13. I kind of want $2 back.
Yeah, just too. Because like,
Yeah.
I probably spend like $5 to see that. You know.
I would spend $5 just to see it, but then I would say,
Let's do the first half of it.
can I freely walk out when it's bullshit, and can I yell the F word?
I would just say, can I get my money back?
Yo, can I please have an equivalent change of $5?
Well, why? Well, you see, I was in there.
But that
Like a
movie
half
is
hour.
shit.
I was in there for a half hour, and already I hate it.
Yeah,
So,
so.
yeah, cap like half and cash back.
And my last statement I'm gonna make is while I was watching this, this did not make me want to watch the other two movies.
Yeah,
In fact, I think the other two movies are worse because of this movie.
yeah.
All right, I think we're good. We're
Okay.
done. We ranked
And
it.
I will watch it.
What?
Huh?
I just said I wouldn't bother watching this.
But we already told you. We gave you a pretty good synopsis of
Yeah.
what this movie is.
What's the next topics, guys?
next topic is our
see.
favorite
Favorite Teen?
Titans episode
Yeah, and
of the 2003.
not the current one we have, which was shit.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
2000.
that's still going on?
Yes, it's still going
Apparently.
on. It's still stupid.
So our favorite episode of the 2003 Teen Titans.
Are we allowed one or how many are we allowed?
I mean, you can have 3.
Okay.
He probably has a special mention or something. On
Yeah, I got a special
Yeah,
mention
yeah,
as
you
well.
have special mentions, but I would give you 3.
Okay, 3.
Yeah.
Can I start?
Sure, go for
Okay,
it.
so one of my favorite episodes is the one where Beast Boy actually becomes a gigantic beast, and everyone thinks he's become evil.
Oh, yeah.
Really,
Oh,
he's
you mean Werebeast?
Yeah, Werebeast. That was one of my favorite episodes. Second one is where Beast Boy and Cyborg end up going into Raven's mind
Oh,
and
that
meeting,
one.
and meeting
Yeah.
Trigon.
Me and Papa.
Yeah. And third and final episode is the one where it's where Terra is revealed to be working for Slade.
So the first bad one or the second?
Second.
Wait, what?
No, not the part 1. It's part 2. It's the when she's on a date with Beast Boy.
Yeah.
Okay, that episode. Okay.
Yeah. And then my honorable mention.
No, stop.
Okay.
Everybody does it, and then we'll do honorable after.
Okay.
Strong Arms. Do you want to do it or do you want to wait?
I'll wait for
Everybody
I'll
else.
wait for everyone else. Yeah.
All right, so I'll go next then.
All right.
My first favorite one is actually the racist episode.
Oh yeah.
It's the one where we Starfire. It's actually, I think it's probably more interesting because you would think it'd be Cyborg,
Yeah. Right.
but they actually flip it and do Starfire instead, which I found kind of fascinating because we kind of knew Tamaranians were, because of the episode where she goes on her own, that they're not well liked in the universe. So it kind of makes sense that we would get something like this. We learned that the N word for Tamaranians is track, or
Mhm.
troc,
Troc. Yeah.
which means nothing. You are nothing.
Literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, you're literally nothing. I like it because there's a very good moment between Cyborg and Starfire, and it really like the team immediately flips when they find out what it is that he's calling her.
Yeah. Starfire. She asked him, a cyborg, that
Not to tell Robin.
that and before that.
Oh yeah. Do you know what it's like to be judged just based on what you look? And like, there's a look on Cyborg's face that clearly means I'm black.
Yeah.
Like I know what it but
Means.
It said-
he said,
it says-
of course I do. I'm a cyborg. Which I'm like,
I'm like, bro, this is bullshit.
that's bullshit. We know what that look means because you're black.
He I'm pretty sure
I
he
understand.
wanted to say that.
Well, dude,
but-
he's the unlucky person to get discriminated against twice. He's
Cyborg and Black. No, imagine Cyborg in the Star Wars. We don't serve droids in this book.
Excuse me.
Ouch. All
Yeah.
right. My second favorite episode is the second Red Hood Red X episode.
I see why you would.
Sorry, it's clearly Jason Todd. We get it.
Yeah.
It's Jason Todd.
Well, I think Red X is probably inspired for Red Hood. I think.
That's I think what it is. I think
Yeah.
it's Jason Todd.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's Jason Todd. And my last favorite episode is the prom episode.
Thirsty guys at all?
Yeah,
What?
give me a Diet Coke.
Anything regular?
No,
Yeah, not regular.
Okay, never mind.
Is the prom episode where
Oh, yeah.
where Robin has to take Kitten to prom.
The girl, the kid.
Yeah, because I like the fact that it makes Starfire jealous right off the bat.
Yeah, but so I like how the fact that he has to take her, or else her dad
Daddy will release Moss onto the city.
yeah apparently her dad's a Batman villain?
Yeah, no, I like he is.
The Killer Moth,
Yeah,
right?
Killer Moth is a Batman villain. No, I just like the part where my favorite line is at the beginning where he's like, and finally, Robin, you will take this lovely lady to prom. Wait, what? Hi, Robbie Pooh.
Oh.
Who is Robin? Who is this kitten, and why does she call you Pooh?
I heard was it?
Yeah.
I have one second. I was like, yeah, why?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, I like. That's actually a good story because like forcing someone to date your kid, or else you'll destroy the whole city or world.
City.
What's
Yeah,
it? I guess.
city.
Yeah.
Yeah, city.
He's like, he's like, well, do we have a deal? I'll take her.
I also like to point out this episode is the reason why it's my favorite. Is the first episode of the Teen Titans I saw on the soil of the greatest enemy, Nickelodeon, the Nickelodeon Hotel. I watched this episode in my SpongeBob bed at the Nickelodeon Hotel.
Dude,
On enemy soil.
Traitor! I'm just kidding.
On enemy soil.
I'm surprised. North Doc, hello. What are you watching?
To be fair, I did something similar to
No,
that.
dude, I literally, that's why I remember the episode so much, because I was at the Nickelodeon Hotel watching Cartoon Network on their TV. I thought it would be blacked out.
Yeah,
I
let
really
me-
thought
What if all the channels they had
Were
were all Nickelodeon? Like Nicktoons, Teen Nick,
Nick
for
Jr..
adults, Nick Jr. Like everything is
Nick at Night.
Ooh, I love Nick Knight.
Well, yeah, that's really adults, but
Yeah.
still, like
I just thought that, I just always find that to be a funny fact that I watched that episode in
I Nick Hotel.
Nickelodeon.
You're a traitor. You can't do that.
think
That should be against the law, but
You mean I should be thrown into
Yeah.
Nickelodeon jail?
There you go.
yeah, it's just and your punishment is death by slime. Wait, what?
Has anyone here actually ever been slimed?
Yes.
By a show of hands? No?
I never did.
Oh.
Although I do remember listening to what's time live, like in person,
Oh.
and I saw a kid like covered in like confetti because apparently he was lucky. But yeah, that was my experience.
All right, Junior, next. Tier 3.
Well, I would say the episode where Starfire goes into the future on accident, and
An episode.
and yeah, I never realized there'll be what's the civilians in there, like what the weird hairdo. Apparently, it's a reference to what Dark Knight Returns. Yeah, the future where all the What? Mutants?
Oh yeah, Dad.
Those guys, yeah,
Okay,
like
the future. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a reference to Dark Knight. It's a reference to Frank Miller.
yeah,
Dark Knight Returns. Yes.
yeah. And so, yeah. Well, so Starfire disappears for 20 years. Or,
Yeah, it's the best friend's day.
Yeah, it's on her planet's called Lorehawk.
Yes.
I guess I don't know, but yeah,
I don't
so-
know.
Fog
the
or whatever it was. It was stupid.
it's not English. Well, so anyway, it was so
fucking Tamarind Holiday.
yeah. So what she goes into the future. Apparently, what she's been. What she's been.
She's the heart of the team, so that the Teen Titans break up. We don't need to continue next
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah. So, but well, sorry, can I say this? But at the end, I realized mistakes. But yeah. So yeah, we'll give
Yeah.
it a.
Yeah, no, and then Robin immediately cock out and says some Nightwing, huh?
Nightwing.
So-
Huh? Yeah, you actually meet Dick Grayson as Nightwing.
Yes.
That's why it's Dick Grayson and Robin.
Yeah.
If the Starfire relationship didn't tell you that either.
yeah,
Right.
you can tell I never married. So
Yeah. Next,
let's see.
your second favorite.
Let's see. I'll be honest. The episode with the imp, it's probably the same species as Mr. Mixophilic and
Oh, Larry,
Batman. Larry. Thank you, Wakam. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
the one with Johnny Ranton.
yeah.
John's character in
Yeah.
Teen Titans.
Yeah, I like him. I like the villain Johnny because he's a punk.
Yeah.
And a villain. So
Yeah.
and the fact
He
that
actually looks like Lobo.
he does
Johnny Randon. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Let me just look that up real quick.
Rinse. What's it?
Rancid.
Johnny Rancid?
Yeah,
Rancid.
Yeah.
This guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
him.
yeah.
It's Lobo. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, 'cause
Lobo.
I just like how he changed everything and then yeah. But yeah.
Okay, alright. And then third.
I would say, let's see. I say the final battle against the brain and Daughter of Evil.
Nazi head.
not
Or my favorite YouTube channel, Sorry Stupid, what they called Punisher Dildo.
I call him I call him the gorilla fucker because
Oh yeah,
yeah, the comics, he's in a
'cause he
relationship with-
'cause he fucks the gorilla.
yes, that's true. The
Commits bestiality. He's
male
what
gorilla.
Oh,
starts
you mean,
AIDS.
you mean in the Superman and Lois show?
He's what starts AIDS.
But
I know.
But what I just one of the comics that the brain and
Yeah, they also fuck in the comics.
I know.
the gorilla and they're gay apparently. So,
That's
which I'll be honest, well, okay, well,
Yeah, that's so fucked up.
so yeah, well, that, like it's the episode where all the Titans are together, like all over the world, the Titans.
Yep.
Which I like, you know.
Alright, so strong arms. Your list, if you have one. It's just 3.
Alright. Well, I only have one, to be honest.
That's fine. It's
And
perfect.
it's the one where, like, Robin is seeing Slade,
Oh, Nightmare.
and no one else can see him.
Yeah, it's called
That is a good episode.
That is a
Nightmare.
good episode.
It's an episode about trauma.
Yeah, it's Nightmare.
Yeah, it's clear, like
Anger,
judging
too.
by, like,
Yeah.
just by how he's, like, talking, like, no one else can see him, it's clear Robin has some form of PTSD.
You can also watch that episode for free on YouTube if you want to go check it out.
Oh, really? Okay, well,
Yeah, you can.
nice,
I found it on YouTube for free.
Nice.
sweet.
Because it's no longer on HBO Max, and you
Yeah.
can't watch Teen Titans on HBO Max.
I know.
I do.
Fuckers.
I do like how Robin is acting like the crazy, like he's scaring everybody.
I
because
just-
I thought I saw it on Hulu.
It might be on Hulu, but it did when I put it on Roku, like where to watch Teen Titans. It didn't give me that. It gave me Amazon, Apple for $1.99, and then but that's each episode $1.99.
No Max anymore.
Huh?
No more Max.
No more Max, dude. It got taken away. Like all the other fucking Cartoon Network shows got taken away, which makes no sense. It's fucking DC.
Yeah.
You think it'd stay, but whatever.
Well,
No, but no, I gonna give you my honorable mention. It's only one honorable mention.
Wait, did he?
No, he only said he had one. Nightmare.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's it. You said you only had one.
Okay. Well, all right. You mentioned them.
My honorable mention is this is probably a good one. Is when Beast Boy, Cyborg, and Robin are turned into puppets.
That's
that
a good one.
Oh,
Puppet
yeah.
King
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Starfire and Raven switched bodies.
Yep.
Which I'll be honest, was pretty hilarious.
Which I'll be honest, made Starfire incredibly more hotter because Raven is
Spunky
just
now. Able
sexy as hell when she's goth.
Yeah.
Starfire. Well, Starfire is just like a movie like what?
Yeah, that was hot.
Yeah.
That's why it was.
I was like,
Yeah,
God,
that
bro.
was hot.
It was
Yeah.
at the time because I like goth girls at the time. So I was like, when
Who doesn't?
I still like Starfire. I will say Starfire is hot as balls.
Yeah.
She is hot. But like Raven was the sexy one to me because I like goth chicks at the time. But when she was switching the
Raven when she was
switched with Raven,
I actually imagine a Beast Boy will say, "Well, so
Oh.
Star, you know how to switch again? Because well, it's peer review.
hey, that's Robin's girl. You leave him out of it.
Well, yeah, but they switch brains, and Raven's your girl. So, in a way, no, okay, I'll stop.
I mean, it'd be fine.
Still,
That's my honorable mention.
still, Moody Starfire is pretty hot. So,
Oh no shit.
oh yeah.
That's my honorable mention.
Okay, so
You only get one.
I know. My honorable mention, if I have to go it, honest to God, it's the episode where I'm not sure if it's. I don't think it's Teen Titans Go, but it's the one where he's trying to buy Cyborg a present for his birthday, and he goes to work at a place. It might be Teen Titans Go. I don't know.
No, it's Teen Titans Go because the episode you're talking about is when he's trying to get a moped.
Oh yeah.
Tofu.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the restaurant.
Yeah, the restaurant one. Yeah.
Oh, the restaurant.
It's a
Shit.
tofu episode.
So it's not Teen Titans
It's
Go. it's-
me.
No.
Okay.
Now,
Okay. So
the only episode of Go I've seen is the one where they watch the original.
I hated that episode.
Okay, but my actual that's not my end one. My actual one is the one where Blackfire comes to visit.
The first one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Is it the first time?
Okay, episode 2.
yeah.
Okay, episode 2.
Okay.
No, but can I just say the worst
Yeah.
episode?
What?
The worst.
The worst episode for Teen Titans is the one where Robin goes training.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because it makes no sense.
Oh.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Oh, yeah,
The
China?
greatest master that he learned under is Batman.
Yeah,
so
and he
why
didn't-
would he have to go train with another one? That makes no fucking sense. You're almost saying Batman didn't do his job.
Yeah, like you're saying Batman didn't train that kid, bro. Like, what?
Bullshit. It's
Yeah.
bullshit. Also, the only part of that episode I actually like is when, and it's a meme that I know Teen Titans Go got from. That's why Robin is played as a so serious. Is when he walks back in and they're all wearing his uniform, and she's like, the mask. Raven's like, the mask makes me feel cool, and then Robin's there, and he jumps out. He's like, oh, pizza.
Hey, Rob.
Hey,
what's up?
hey, other Robins.
Hey, Robins.
The mask makes me feel cool,
Cool, too.
too.
He did.
And then just faces.
He wasn't even angry.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't angry at all. He's not, dude.
He just doesn't care.
No, no.
Dick Grayson never cared. That's the part of that. That's Dick Grayson. That's the Dick Grayson in him.
Yeah.
Remember, Robin is
Yeah.
amalgamation.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
supposed to be.
No, that's an episode where Cyborg, he comes in and he's like, I can't believe you two broke into Robin's room, stole his clothes, while dressed as him, and pretended to be Robin. Without me!
Yeah.
I was like, oh god, like, he would. Like,
Is it weird that my favorite episodes or episodes I lean towards are the ones where it's Starfire and Robin find like their relationship getting more and more cohesive.
No, that's fine.
I
It's
don't
not
know
weird.
why. I just like those episodes.
A lot of my episodes are where Beast Boy and Raven kind of define the relationship.
Although that actually never existed. This is actually what started them.
No, I
being
know,
in
I know, I
comics.
know.
All right, so we're done.
Yeah,
Your honorable mention if you have one,
yeah.
or your dishonorable mention.
But just dishonorable. The one with the witch.
Oh,
Mother-
Pie Lady.
Oh, that's a
May
good
I-
one.
That was stupid.
Oh
Like-
yeah, no, it is stupid.
like it starts out with the Titans acting like the kids, like, pie. Thank you, Mother. May I? I was like, what's
Oh, that's
going
the
on?
that's the witch episode.
What's
yeah.
happening?
Mother May. Yeah.
Oh, I just realized probably a reference with the Hansel and Gretel.
It is.
Yes, it is.
very
Okay.
much a reference.
I can't believe I can't believe I never thought of that.
I just hate that episode. Period. End of discussion. It's another Teen Titans Go episode.
well, I do have an honorable one.
Go on.
The one where they were trapped in the school.
Oh, Mad Bod.
In English.
Yeah, Mad Bod, yeah.
It's Mad Bod.
Yeah.
First Mad
Yo,
Bod episode.
the chase scene.
Hey, Mad in it, oh, no. Yeah, I remember that song. Yeah, I know that song very well.
Hi. Ami and Yumi will sing this.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah, they sing a lot of their songs.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Well, don't they? And well, didn't they make a cartoon about them?
Yes,
too?
they did. They did.
Also, yeah, apparently, well, they were so
They were
liked.
box office hits.
Apparently, the studio was like, hey, your music for Teen Titans was amazing. How'd you like your own cartoon? And well, oh no, like, okay, like
Yeah.
woo. So yeah, pretty much what happened, I'm guessing. But yeah, that was a good episode of Man Mod because like it just was so random and just everywhere. And Beast Boy keeps getting hypnotized.
All right, so I'd like to point
Sorry, I
out.
was just-
No, you're fine. You're perfect.
Yeah, you're good.
Let's move on.
Okay.
All right, because I think Strong Arms would like to move on.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Next
all
topic.
right, so well, let's see. We got this and this.
But I will say, I'll just say this. Is this something I like talking about my episode? I only mention it because, the character in the story I'm writing he also deals with PTSD.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Can't wait to read it, bud.
Still can't wait to read.
Okay.
I'm on chapter 7 now.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Been coming along.
That's cool. Okay. So, static Shock versus Teen Titans versus Iron Man.
Well, I say let's do. So One Eyed Josh had this thing where which one do you like better? Do you like Static Shock or do you like Teen Titans? Which one do you prefer?
As much as I had fun watching Teen Titans as a kid, I like Static Shock just a little bit more.
I prefer Teen Titans.
Same. What Teen Titans?
All right, it's fine.
Yeah, 3.
Oh, he did Teen Titans too.
All right, that's
Yes.
fine.
Yeah. I mean, I like Static Shock. Okay, and then the next one we decided because we wanted to do Marvel versus DC. So I said Spectacular Spider-Man, but then we were like, okay, we'll bump it down to the Iron Man Nickelodeon show, the 3D show,
Armored Adventures.
Armored Adventures.
Yeah. Which
Which we're gonna have 3 ratings. So we're gonna do the theme songs, then we're gonna do story, and then animation.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 ratings. So the first one is the theme song. I gotta give it to Iron Man.
Iron Man. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Iron Man. That song, he's Iron Man.
See,
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, they could have just went with Black Sabbath.
Yeah,
They could've done that,
They could have, but I guarantee you
Iron
that
Man.
would have been expensive as hell.
Oh
It
yeah,
would've
it would
been.
be.
It would have been expensive as
Oh,
hell. And that,
you
and that series,
man.
that series was already pushing a lot of money with that
Yeah.
3D animation.
How many seasons? 2?
I think 2. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it was.
Dude,
more
it was
expensive.
pushing that money.
It was expensive. I mean,
Yeah, with 3D animation or CGI, yeah, that's expensive for TV.
Okay.
But so the theme song, I picked Iron Man because I don't like the Static Shock theme is great. But the Static Shock has 2 theme songs.
For different,
And-
yeah.
For the different seasons. And I'm sorry, but when you have superhero Static Shock against the Iron Man theme song, I'm sorry, the Iron Man theme song
Yeah,
kills
I'm
it out of the
sorry.
water.
No, I get that. I get that.
Actually, I'm static. 3 openings actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
First-
3 openings. All right.
First one was like, hey, or something like that.
Yeah,
say-
it was. Dude, it's all hip hop. It's all hip hop.
It's like, and the second one's just music. Like,
Well, I'm not saying like I'm not saying Static Shock is bad intro. I'm just saying when you're comparing it to the Iron Man intro, Iron Man only needed 1 intro. Static Shock had 3.
No, I know.
So, all right, Strong Arms. What's your pick? Which one do you think wins, intro wise?
Between the 3 of them.
No. Just the Marvel, Static or
Oh.
Iron Man.
I'll still give it to Iron Man.
Okay, 3. You, I think you picked Iron Man, didn't you?
I did pick on.
Okay, so
I like
so
that.
the next category, animation. I gotta give it to DC. DC animation
yeah.
is just it also it aged better.
Let's hear it in the chat for Static Shock's animation,
Yeah,
folks.
the DC animation aged better than the CGI. The CGI just it dates it
Yeah.
really badly. It's still impressive.
Oh, yeah.
but it doesn't compare to the animation of DC.
Yeah.
So, and then the last, all right, Charms. Which one do you prefer, the Static Shock animation or the Iron Man animation?
I think Static Shock holds up better.
Yeah, see, I think it does. I think that's so Static gets that win.
Okay.
Next is stories. Again, I gotta give it to Static. Static had better stories, and yes, some of it was like the racist story, or but it had a lot of meaning and a lot of elements.
Yeah,
and like,
poverty.
yeah, and like gun
Guns.
violence and things like that, gang violence. Like it really did touch upon those
Bullying.
things. Yeah,
Bullying, yeah.
yeah, very well. I like that. I thought that was a good. I thought those were good stories. Iron Man, though, is kind of cool. It's not really the proper Iron Man because it's following teenage
Yeah.
Tony Stark. And Tony Stark
Yeah,
is
I was gonna say.
yeah, Tony Stark is supposed to be like older than an adult already.
Yeah, about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how he is in the
Comics.
The comics
Yeah.
and in the movies, obviously.
Yeah, he's an adult already. So like it took a different route. I appreciate the difference, making it a kid, but at the same time, sorry, it doesn't beat Static.
Yeah, I give you that. So
I
in the end, Static pulls out for the win.
Yeah.
2-1.
When it comes. Wait, what?
2-1 DC.
Hmm.
DC won 2. They won the animation and they won the story. They lost the theme song.
Yeah.
Now, had we done my original idea,
Oh, yeah, Spider-Man would have won.
Spectacular Spider-Man would have swept.
No,
Hands down.
no shit.
You think his is better than Iron Man?
Who? Static Shock?
Spectacular.
Spectacular Spider-Man beats
Beats
Iron Man
everything.
out of the what? It beats except for Batman Beyond.
Oh, no,
it
yeah,
beats
man.
everything but Batman Beyond.
Even theme song?
I gotta give you. Oh shit! Because
Oh,
they're both
yeah.
really good theme songs.
Yeah.
He's
No. Batman Beyond and Spectacular Spider-Man. They're both really good.
Oh, I
themes.
thought. Sorry. Though, I thought I was trying to make a. Never mind.
Oh no,
Okay.
Marvel does not. No, Iron Man does not beat Spectacular Spider-Man. I think Spectacular Spider-Man's theme song is way better than the Iron
I
Man
agree.
one. I think you like the Iron Man one more than the Spectacular one. Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is more epic. Iron Man's like, oh yeah, like.
I mean, that's fine. You can like that. That's perfectly fine.
SP all day.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, what?
SP all day.
Spider.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Just say that.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, yeah.
No, but I would say like Spectacular Spider-Man's theme song is a pretty good one. So I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the true test would be the '90s Spider-Man versus '90s X-Men.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That would be hard.
That's already
Okay,
picked.
nothing can beat 90s X-Men. If
Yep.
we're talking about theme song,
No
Yeah.
no other animated like superhero cartoon even compares.
I agree. I
But with the
agree.
exception,
Brady,
the
all
possible
that
exception
stuff.
of the 60s Spider-Man.
Oh, well, that's a classic. I mean, that's like his every like the common theme song like
Oh,
yes.
You know what? I don't know. I'm gonna have to go '90s Spider-Man. I like X-Men, but I like Spider-Man, '90s Spider-Man just a little bit more.
well yeah it kind of has more
It's got a rock ballad, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit more epic. '90s X-Men is more of like it's an epic in itself. So I mean, like nothing else tops it. But I will give '90s Spider-Man my favorite theme.
Same.
Yeah.
So. But that's just because I like Spider-Man a lot more. I like X-Men too, but I like Spider-Man way more than X-Men. All right, so now that we talked about it and we brought them in to the conversation, I think
X-Men?
X-Men.
All
I
right.
think we can jump to X-Men.
Yeah, speaking of
we'll
X-Men.
go back to the others.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But since we brought X-Men into the conversation,
Let's talk about that.
yep, the X-Men cast rumor has been released. Honestly, I kind of like each actor that they picked.
Yeah.
I really do. I don't know who the Wolverine actor is, but he really does look like Wolverine.
But yeah, if you do his hair right and a shave right, you know. Just,
Well, I think he's gonna have the mask, so I don't think I think he just has to shave.
oh well,
right.
yeah, sure, yeah. So.
But,
Yeah.
I think Hugh Jackman is done.
Oh yeah, I think he retired. Well, retired Wolverine anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
But if it's true, then they actually did something different. Magneto is not an African American.
nope, he's white.
He's white, which is a surprise.
I thought it was going to be Denzel Washington as Magneto. because-
Honest to God, I thought it was going to be. Well, that was rumored. They
Oh.
want him to be Magneto, which interesting. But I don't mind Michael Fassbender continuing the role.
Oh yeah, me neither.
I would rather have Michael Fassbender be recast as Magneto. He's my perfect choice, but whatever.
I liked James
McAvoy.
McAvoy
Yeah.
as X.
He did a good job. That's why I said I would recast them as the younger Xavier and Magneto. They would be my perfect casting. But the actors they chose, which are rumored, look pretty good.
Yeah,
I thought they looked pretty good.
I liked the choice for Gambit. Austin Butler.
See, he's my only one. He's my only issue.
Why? I prefer the catch. The other catch, like
Yeah, he's my only issue because I need to know, can he pull off a New Orleans accent?
Norwegian.
Sorry, New Orleans accent. I need to know, can he pull off
Cajun.
Cajun? Because remember, Gambit is Cajun.
Yeah, but he's a strange case. Like he's supposed to be American, but he.
Yeah, but that is an American accent. It's Cajun.
I don't know. I never got
Well, it's
that.
not. Well, it couldn't be worse than in X-Men Origins,
Ooh.
where he's just a Southerner.
Hold on. No. See, I liked him. In that one. Yeah. See, I don't understand why people have a problem with him because I thought he pulled it off.
Because he's not Cajun, he's a Southerner. Those
You
are
sound
two
Cajun to me,
completely
boy.
different-
That's not.
Hey,
Southern
how's it
and
going?
Cajun does not sound alike. I'll be the first one to say it. They do not sound alike. Have you ever heard a Cajun accent?
No.
Yes.
They talk gibberish pretty well, and it doesn't sound. It's almost like hillbilly. That's basically how it is. It's almost hillbilly, how they talk.
I thought it'd be like the Princess and the Frog, where well, I say, I better go over there, huh? Or
Are
something
you
like that.
Foghorn Leghorn?
Well, that's how John Goodman was sounded in the movie. Like is that accurate? I guess.
No.
No, real well, because it's Creole. It's Creole with a mixture of French, with a mixture of like
English.
English. So it's like it's all three combined into one.
Or no, Creole is a mixture of French and native in the native language of the Caribbean. My bad.
There, you want to know what actual? You want to know what actual it sounds like? Can you put me on YouTube? I'll show you. I'll show you exactly what it is. Here, I'll show.
In the Southlands, in
Where?
the city.
Where is your YouTube? Oh,
Oh.
there it is. There it is. I see it. No, I'll show you what actual Cajun sounds like.
Crashing down in New Orleans. They got magic. Good
There.
and
This is
bad.
what here. This is what actual Cajun sounds like.
All right, Pee Wee, you ready?
Yeah.
2023 alligator shield.
The king of the swamp, Troy Landry, gathers his team for what will
shut
be
up.
one of their
What?
I don't want to get demonetized for.
You're not gonna get demonetized.
I got the
Okay, but we get the point.
Yeah.
That's the point.
okay. I got
Yeah,
the-
that's true Cajun.
okay. Well,
So that do you hear how they sounded?
Yeah, yeah.
That's gibber. They're talking gibberish.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
yeah.
And if you actually remember in the '90s Gambit, like oh sure dang, sweet, you know, like
Yeah, he did, yeah.
talked gibberish. That's why people are kind of like Gambit has to be Cajun. He's from New Orleans.
Yeah.
he needs
New
to sound
Orleans.
Cajun.
Yeah.
I understand he's from the South, and like the South will rise again, but he needs to sound fucking Cajun. He needs to sound fucking Cajun, damn it.
Well, okay.
again.
Okay, hold on. I didn't hear anybody complain about Pyro being American instead of Australian.
I didn't really care. I don't like Pyro.
I didn't know who the fuck Pyro sounded like. so
Yeah,
I
neither
didn't
did I.
Nobody would have known that.
You have to remember, dude. When X-Men came out, we were all we were all toddlers.
Well,
Yeah.
Last I checked, the game was in the first one, so
And it wasn't in the first one. He was only in Origins, if I
Yeah.
remember.
Origins and Deadpool apparently.
Deadpool Wolverine.
I hated that.
No, that was the fan casting.
Channing
of
Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Yeah, they casted him.
I can't understand a single thing looking out of his mouth. I'm
That's-
like,
that's
it was the
Cajun.
same
That
thing.
was Cajun, yeah.
That's Cajun, dude. You're not supposed to understand. That's Cajun.
well, I fucking hate it.
Well, that's what Cajun sounds like. So,
well, then, I guess I'm not.
dude, try standing in West Virginia and listen to two hillbillies talk.
Well, I'll be darned. No.
That's not what they sound like. No, it sounds like two drunk people having a conversation.
So, like my grandmother's house?
Worse.
Alright.
Anyway.
It sounds like Boomhauer. It sounds like Boomhauer, but more fucked
Hang on,
up.
Hank Manuel.
Yeah, and they're the only one. They're the only ones who can understand themselves. You're sitting there. You're sitting there listening to their conversation, being like, I only understood one word, and it was Grandmama's biscuits.
That's the only thing I got.
This is like dang on Hank Manuel, grandma's biscuits, you know.
Yeah, that's the only thing I understood was Grandmama's biscuits.
Man, I feel like it. I feel like I'm the only one who speaks red around here.
Now, to be fair,
What?
you could do Bill's family because Bill Dotrey is from New Orleans.
Yo.
You could do Bill Dotrey's New Orleans family's accent. Like he could try and do that, which is a hint of Southern.
Yeah, hit something with a Cajun.
Yeah, with Cajun. Like they could try and do that. I don't think Austin Butler is actually Gambit. I really
No.
don't. I think it's just a fan casting. I think that one's a fan casting. Even though he looks like Gambit, like he'd have to really pull off
A Cajun.
a Cajun accent
Yeah.
to impress me. But everybody else looks fine.
Yeah, to me, yeah.
I don't think any actor. Well, I mean, unless they're from Louisiana themselves, I guess. I mean,
Can we the what's the saying, the monkey in the room.
elephant.
Oh, the elephant in the room?
Yeah, the
Oh, monkey in the room.
elephant. Can we say the elephant in the room?
Let's
We're
see.
pretty sure Iceman's gay, right? In this X-Men movie.
I thought you were talking about Rachel. That was a joke.
Okay.
I don't get it.
I didn't understand.
I think.
Kyle
I
understood.
don't,
Kyle understood it.
I guess.
Anyway,
No,
so
okay.
Iceman.
Iceman's gonna be gay.
Well, apparently he's gay in the comics. So
That's why I said. Can
Yeah.
we say
as
the
long
elephant?
as they don't stop the movie dead to acknowledge it.
True. I wouldn't care.
Yeah,
are
like,
they going to make him black?
No, he's white
okay.
How you know?
because he was white in the fan cast.
And he's literally white.
A white blonde kid.
Yes, but what so was the Human
Look,
Torch?
he's not ginger. They can't do it. Remember, ginger spelled different is the
We're not.
N-word. No, I know.
What
It's the
about the
N-word.
Human Torch?
The Human Torch is blonde and he's white.
But they made him black in the other Fantastic Four. Is what he's trying to say.
Yes, and no one liked it because
That's
he wasn't
true
ginger.
too.
It didn't work because
And-
he wasn't
But
ginger.
that wasn't the problem with it. There
No,
were
the movie sucked.
abundance of other
Yes,
problems.
yes, there are other problems with the movie.
What?
Anyways,
Okay, but I'm just.
no, you go ahead.
I was still trying to make a point. And
Go
like,
on.
Go on.
I'm pretty sure you're going to cast him as a gay black man because that's what Hollywood wants.
I mean, you could.
Am I
turn a-
wrong?
I mean, you
No,
could turn-
you're not
I mean,
wrong.
you could turn a black character in X-Men gay.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I got a question.
What?
How do we force Hollywood to start doing what we want instead of doing their fake agenda bullshit?
Easy,
You
fast.
stop buying their movies.
Yeah, you stop going to the
buying
movie.
their products.
That's true
You
too.
vote with your wallet.
Yeah.
There you go. I like
You make
that.
your own. Apparently, because apparently we have to make our
That's
own.
what we're doing
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
our off time.
Yeah.
we're going. Eventually, we're going to have our own. Hollywood.
Eventually sitting at this table, we have like 8 series in the works already
Yeah. Like
in this moment, and I think most of them are better than what fucking Hollywood's doing.
No doubt.
Yeah, exactly. Especially.
Well, I also like to point out Hollywood is actually turning because people are voting with their wallets. Like Marvel had just had their second failure in a row, which is what Kyle or Stararm saw, which was
Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts. That was its second failure, and they're about to have a third one with Fantastic Four. I mean, let's be honest here. Superman's gonna blow it out of the water.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It
In
comes out a
attendance?
week after Superman comes out. I don't think Superman's leaving the top spot.
Nah.
What's the issue with Pedro Pascal?
Too woke for
It's
his own
not
good.
John Krasinski.
What
Those two.
do you do? Like,
He tweets,
okay.
and I mean he tweets
What? Tell me.
a lot about like Trump's a fascist. The girl who got fired from Star Wars was a fascist. Blah blah blah. He keeps putting his foot in his mouth, talking shit about the Republican Party, all that shit. So already, the right people that vote right are not gonna go see this fucking movie because of Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Also, Pedro Pascal is cast in everything. People are getting tired of him.
He's everywhere.
I don't think I'm sorry. Like I thought he was playing an okay Richards. The more you watch the trailers, he's not playing a great Richards at all. He's playing simp Richards, crybaby Richards.
I rather have John what's his name?
Krasinski. Yes.
Yeah.
All
So this is what the MCU has done lately. So for like multiverse movies, like Doctor Strange multiverse and Deadpool and Wolverine, that's where we're having like all the fan castings, like John Krasinski as Reed Richards and Channing Tatum as Gambit.
also making a return on Doomsday.
Yes.
What? Oh,
Channing Tatum's back as Gambit for Avengers Doomsday, which got delayed.
Go.
get delayed.
Yeah, it got delayed.
That's so good.
Well, because they don't have the script.
Yeah.
So that means the Spider-Man movie got delayed because they have to they can't film until that fucking movie films because Spider-Man's not in the movie. So he has to they have to fucking
Yeah,
see.
sure.
What happens is when you try and film without a script, and you have this many people in it, and they don't have scripts, so they don't know what the fuck they're saying. You're gonna cause a lot of problems
That's why you always should have a script before you start filming.
Yes, before you
Didn't
start.
Michael Bay teach him this?
Yes, I guess.
I don't know.
Obviously not.
Well, apparently they've been doing it for a while. This is a move that the Russo brothers have done, where they don't have a finished script and they just start filming, and then they make things up on the fly.
Which is
Oh,
bad
that's-
idea.
It's a very bad idea.
Yeah.
Because then it doesn't become a cohesive story.
No, it doesn't.
It's like this scene is perfect for the movie, and then you cut it down. It's like the scene doesn't fit in the movie at all.
Yeah.
If you're just making a movie for this, for the sake of making a movie, it's kind of a it's not very I don't know what to say not very smart.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
Well,
very stupid.
like let's see. Ooh. Okay. A giant a dragon and a princess. Yeah. You know.
We have to. Well,
Ooh, and-
we
and
know they're
face
not.
off.
Okay, well, we know they're not going to be that stupid because it's Marvel, so they have to. So they have to do Marvel thing.
Yeah.
By the way, I really
Goblins.
did. By the way, I really did like that scene that I wrote with the Thor. On our group chat. Remember the group chat with the Thor scene?
Oh,
I really did
yeah,
like that.
yeah. Ooh.
That was a funny one.
What are you doing?
I'm praying. I'm praying to every god. I'm praying to every god I know. Please, Lord, hear my prayers. Thor of Ragnarok.
Oh
Thor
yeah.
Valhalla.
Yeah, sure.
of MCU Thor, please come and save me. You're gonna call Chris Hemsworth to come save us? You're right. You think Iron Man might do it?
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure he's too busy.
Fucking
Not existing.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. That's what I would say, the joke.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you for ruining the joke.
My bad.
Oh,
You okay?
what was that?
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry, Rachel.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
Not really.
Rachel just got injured. Anyway,
F's in the chat.
To the chat for Rachel's feet.
Band-Aids.
Band-Aids
No, I
needed.
don't need a band-aid.
medic.
Ice pack.
No.
No. So, alright. So, yes. So,
What are you talking about? I forgot what
we were talking about Doomsday Avengers being delayed.
Yes, and I was. Wait. Oh damn it! I can't focus anymore.
It's just dumb. That's all it is. It's all dumb. Dumb.
It is, yeah.
Moving on.
Okay.
Well, because this is going to delay the X-Men movie.
Well, yeah.
Because they're all saying the X-Men movie is coming out in 2027. If Doomsday gets delayed and doesn't start filming until 2026, then it's going to miss its date in 2026. So everything's pushed back.
Right.
So
Well, so you want to? I'll talk about a Toy Story or animate to live action.
Oh right. So we did a Pixar. We'll do the Toy Story one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we did a Toy Story thing, Strong Arms at the Restaurant, Red Robins, where we talked about the Pixar, that adult jokes in Pixar.
Yeah.
which kind of went into Toy Story moments. So the one conversation that one and Josh had. Do you think Sid from Toy Story is evil or Woody is? In the movie. Which character do you think is evil?
Sid.
Sid?
He freaking mutilates his toys.
But he doesn't. First of all, he doesn't know the toys are alive. Second of
That's
all,
true.
Second of all, the creators have said that's how kids play with their toys. Andy is the strange one.
I've never played with toys like that.
You've never put your part of your toy and then rebuild them to make them look differently.
Unless
No!
if they're a Lego, yeah.
Well, if they're Lego or if they're Transformers, because
But a
Transformers...
regular old action figure? No, like, that's the first indication. Well, not the first, but the second indication of a serial killer.
But look.
No, actually, it's not.
Look. I'll be the first one to say it. When I was playing with my war toys, did I at some point break off a guy's leg and make it look like a grenade blew it off?
Yes, I did. So did I. When I had missed a toy that had a missing arm because may or may not my dog might have bitten the arm off. I do not remember exactly. Did I stop playing with said toy? No. I had my dad super glue another toy's arm to its body so I could still play.
I mean, you can still play with it without the arm.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's not like a...
Okay, but Sid, like, he does it for fun.
Well, that's how toy makers are.
That's how people create toys, dude. Sid is creative. I get what you're saying is that yes, he does messed up shit to toys.
I mean, from the perspective of Woody, he's
Yeah.
a villain.
A child.
Yeah. But he does. But again, he's not aware that what he's doing is actually hurting the toys because he doesn't know the toys are alive.
True. Very much so. I mean, to be fair, like I said neither one.
Me?
I-
Okay.
Yeah. I said neither one's really a bad guy because, like, from Roy's perspective, Sid's a villain. From Sid's perspective, Woody's traumatizing. So
There's no
there's no villain. There's no villain in Toy Story. The story is Woody hits Buzz Lightyear out the window because he's jealous that he's taking up Andy's time, which we all know technically. Like, Andy does not seem to be like a kid that would throw any toy away. It seems like, yes, it's exciting. He's a fucking space ranger. Yes. Does he change his entire room to fit Buzz Lightyear theme? True. Does he watch the movie with Buzz Lightyear?
Yes.
Does Woody seem like a
Jealous girlfriend?
a scorn ex?
Yes.
Yes. That's pretty much what he is.
Yeah, I agree.
I would like to point out he is Andy's second favorite toy because what's the one toy he grabs when Buzz Lightyear is knocked out the window?
Woody.
He's the first thing he grabs.
Yeah.
So clearly Andy still likes Woody. Like Woody was a gift from his father.
Yeah.
That's how the story goes. Yeah. The story in Toy Story is Andy is actually Andy Jr. and Woody was owned by Andy's father, Andy Sr.
And the reason Al was so big on trying to get Woody in the second one is because he's a
Woody is a very
prototype.
He's a prototype. He actually wasn't a toy that was made. Oh, sorry. Are you alright?
Yeah, my dad's
Ask where you are.
yeah. I'll keep going.
Yeah, so Woody's a prototype in the actual movie. So and Woody and Andy's father was actually a special needs child who had polio.
He had polio, yeah.
Yeah.
And the only reason he got Woody was because there was a
Contest.
sweepstakes, yeah.
It was a contest. He won the contest
Yeah, to
get the prototype.
get a prototype. And Woody's dad, or Andy Sr., sent in one box because that's all his family could afford. And Al's worked on Al's family.
They also put into the fact that he is a
has polio.
He has polio, so
Yeah.
he probably guilt tripped him into winning the contest.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, sorry, I wasn't
So okay, Andy's dad won Woody in a contest.
Is that a fact or?
Yeah.
It's fact. It's actually Disney confirms it. Andy's dad won Woody in a contest.
Where'd you hear that?
The Super Carlin Brothers made an entire video about it where they talked with.
It's also fucking on the website.
Yeah, it's also true. Yeah.
Okay.
Disney made it a fact. Also, like you can get like you can piece it out by watching the movie that Woody is a prototype.
Yeah.
Because when Al literally says they never made Woody.
Yeah.
They made the other toys, which makes no sense. Why wouldn't you make your main
star character
first? But whatever. They made everybody else. I guess they were all prototypes technically.
Yeah, I mean, if you actually see Al's face when he finds Woody at the yard sale, that is the face of someone. Oh my God! It's like they fucking have a proto. Like that's the face of a geek out moment.
Pretty much.
Right.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, Woody is a gift from Andy's dad, who died right after his sister was born.
I see that happening. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why Andy cherishes so much. That's also the reason why Andy's so upset when Woody gets damaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's his.
It's his father's. It's his
Gift.
last gift from his father.
I do like when you said Woody was originally Andy's dad's toy.
Well, it makes sense because everything in Andy's room is like early, circa
50s.
70s, 60s
Yeah.
toys.
I see it was 60s.
Where like Woody would be a toy from the early 60s to late 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's made with stitching and like upholstery.
and plus he's based off a TV.
Show
TV
from
show.
that era.
The
So it makes
1950s,
sense
yeah.
that he, like, it would be his dad's toy, not Andy's actual toy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how the show is just puppets, you know. Just,
It's Marionette puppets. So, and it's also, you can see it's from the 30s.
Yeah.
Actually, that means Woody's older because he's from the 30s.
hmm
yeah, I guess
Either
so.
it's 30s or early 40s, I would say.
It was probably the 40s.
Yeah.
Because it was probably after World War II.
It was like, to be honest, when I first saw Rudy's Roundup in the movie, I was like, this kind of reminds me of Howdy Doody time.
I think that's what they were.
Going
How
after,
do you
yeah.
do?
Probably what they were going for.
That's definitely what they were going for.
Gunsmoke or something?
Well, I
Gunsmoke.
think it's based on, because at the time, like, cowboys were very popular at that time
Oh,
period.
yeah, back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, they were hugely popular. That's why most westerns are classics.
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood, all those westerns.
I'm John Wayne. Pilgrims.
Yeah, I. That's kind of what we talked about. We got into it because of adult jokes in Pixar's and all that stuff. Like, one of my favorites, again, is from Sort of Stupid, when they're talking about Mrs. Incredible, her sweet ass. When she's looking at herself in the mirror, and I just love my favorite two guys are just like, they're single and they're just like, yes, please.
Elastic Girl. I know, I saw the one you're talking about.
no. It's like, I volunteer. I don't care. I volunteer as tribute. She can crush me with her thighs.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Hunger Games.
Yeah, I volunteer.
No, and I've always maintained my favorite dirty joke from
Pixar's?
Pixar was Toy Story's 2's I'm a married spot, I'm a married spot, I'm a married spot.
Yeah.
And
the
then
Barbie
yours-
aisle.
And then yours was the last scene with Jesse where his Buzz Lightyear's wings pops out.
Boner.
His mouth open. It's like,
Ah!
as a kid, I would say I didn't understand, but now I do. So
I mean, I understand. I understand now. As a kid, it still was kind of funny.
I still think the joke, I wouldn't have been my favorite if my dad didn't add that joke in that moment where my dad just said, "We've all been there, Mr. Potato Head. We've all been there."
oh yeah, Mary Spud, yeah.
Yeah, I like to point out. Can I ask a question? Strong Arms. This is a fun fact. What is the highest grossing Batman movie?
Highest grossing Batman movie?
Highest grossing. What do you think is the highest grossing Batman movie? Me and Ginger Beer found this out. What is it?
Yeah.
The Dark Knight.
Nope.
Well,
You're wrong.
Well, Dark Knight. Which one?
Like the Dark Knight.
No, it's not. You're wrong.
Yeah.
It's the second one. Dark Knight
Rises.
Rises made
Dark Knight Rises.
It made $1 billion.
The Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that one is the highest grossing Dark Knight movie.
Yep.
It's kind of sad because I like the second one more.
Hello, Gotham. I'm going to kill you now.
I just like I do like my favorite scene where it is Bane when he says like you used the light, you used the dark, but I was born in it.
Molded.
Molded
by
by it.
I am.
Whoops, there's it.
I don't know why they made him have that stupid voice. He's supposed to be Mexican.
Yeah, I never understood that either.
And he's supposed to be a Mexican wrestler with
Yo.
like a luchador mask.
Yeah.
What's his name? Machete.
Oh yeah, they
Well,
could have
Trejo.
used. They should have used Machete.
They
Yeah,
should have, yeah.
He would be a great Bane. I mean, come on.
He would have been a perfect one.
He just keep the costume and the mask and
It's true.
yeah.
Actually, you know what? No, he probably wouldn't have. He'd have to put on a lot of muscle.
Yeah, you would have. Because remember, he's taking the Titan.
Yeah, and he also has to be pretty. I mean, I guess you could impose him.
Well,
Yeah.
Tom Hardy wasn't that muscular.
No,
Was
no, but like he was imposing. I make Machetes also. I don't remember what his age at the time, but he might have been too old.
50, maybe.
Yeah, he might have been a little too
Oh.
old to play
He's looking
Bane.
up.
What's going on?
I'm pretty sure he voiced him in Young Justice, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, well, to be honest, was pretty
Pretty
good.
good. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's totally his voice, you know, like
The last topic we have today is the live action adaptation of animes.
yeah.
Or yeah,
That's becoming it's starting to
it's starting to annoy me because now they're gonna do Naruto.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you this: One Piece did great. Actually, I feel like that's the only so far is the only live action that I like.
What?
Yeah, he was way too old. He was 68.
Yeah, he was 68 at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wouldn't have been a good Bane.
Okay.
No, anyway, no. One Piece. First off, One Piece is taking a hiatus after season 2, and it's gonna be gone for 3 years. No, you need to keep. If you're going to do it, you need to keep filming that shit.
Yeah.
And pumping it out, because they're gonna age out and they're not gonna look right.
No, they're not.
They're just not. That's number one. Number two is I'm sorry, Naruto. I kind of only want as anime.
Yeah.
I don't want a live action. I'm sorry.
No,
and they're
dude,
trying to
it's
do a
fine.
movie, and I don't think it's gonna work as a movie.
I'll
Really?
go give it
No.
a chance, but I really don't want them to make it.
It's not gonna work as a movie. It's not.
I'll watch. I'm not going to buy the tickets because
I mean, for fuck's sakes, they fucked Dragon Ball to shit.
Yeah.
So,
They fucked Dragon Ball to shit, and I don't think they're. Well, I guess now that the creators did, I guess they could do a live action Dragon Ball.
well, they would have to get help from the actual people who worked with him. You know,
But the question would be, do you make it a show or do you make it a movie? That's the question. I think, personally, live-action anime should be a movie, not a show. Because if you're going to try and do a show, then you have to crank them out really fast. Because actors age.
I agree.
They're not like cartoons, where they can stay young forever.
oh man, that's
And
always
you also
stupid.
got to pick a good arc, too.
Well, that too. You have
Yeah.
to pick... Well, I mean, that's why I say you take... I think you should do just a movie
Yeah.
of the anime, not an entire episode, because you're never going to get the arc right.
I would love to see a live. Now, here's what they could do. They could take a movie version of the anime or the anime movie, let's say Ninja Gaiden Line of Snow, and make it live action.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what they should do. Yeah.
No, wait, what's a Dragon Ball movie?
Well, first off, they would have to we'll start with the Goku as a kid in the woods because that's how it starts.
No. What I mean by that, what is a Dragon Ball solo movie?
Broly one. There's a Broly one.
Dragon Ball Broly, because Dragon Ball Evolution should have just been one of the solo movies.
Like, as in, like one, the character? Well, like about them? Like, well, like, when you say it's a solo.
When I say a solo movie, what I'm talking about is the anime, just one movie in general for anime. It's not the show, it's the movie. So, like, Ninja Class in Atlanta Snow is a movie, it's not a show. It's not an episode.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about with Dragon Ball. With Dragon Ball is that the evolution should have been one of the singular movies.
Like here we
Like,
can do.
like it has a start, middle, end. It doesn't have an entire 50 or 40 arc episode.
It'd be good for a live action movie, Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Yeah, but then you would ask who are these people? Are they the good guys, bad guys? Like you just start off as I've seen the movie, by the way, so that's how it is. Like,
I mean, to be fair, let's be honest here. Like, you're not making the movie for newbies. You're making the movie for Dragon Ball fans.
Yeah.
They're already fans.
well, it's kind of like having Spider-Man start. Well,
Nowadays, you don't need to have a Spider-Man origin story. He can just be Spider-Man right out the gate.
We don't need to know. No one needs to know how Peter Parker got bit by a radioactive spider. We all know how and what happened.
Well, yeah, and also, like, nerd culture would tell you that a lot of people like Dragon Balls. I
Yeah.
mean, you and Strong Arms are huge Dragon Ball fans.
yeah.
Do you really need an origin story of Goku?
Not really.
Also, the way they did Evolution was just, they bastardized the whole thing.
They bastardized original Dragon Ball.
What's that? Power.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a perfect step. We'll continue this little discussion. We'll just end it. You can continue watching this on the audio.
Yeah.
Later.
Later, thank you all
And
for
can turn
watching.
that off because I have to turn